Thank you for joining us today for Connect Exchange. Hands-on Connect Cloud Solutions is excited to be able to provide any and all of the digital solutions you need, whether it's our flagship volunteer management product, Hands-on Connect, additional insights and trainings with Connect Exchange and Connect University series, Salesforce implementations and configurations, custom-built applications, or our stellar support, including virtual admin. And we are excited to have Click and Pledge present today for our Connect Exchange on event management. I'm joined today by Susan Higgs. She is the training manager for Click and Pledge. Lots of exciting things coming down the pipe from Click and Pledge, but we're very excited to hear about the event management tools that exist in the product and how our customers can leverage this alongside of Hands-on Connect. So hello there, Susan. Go ahead and make you a presenter so we can see all the wonderful things that Click and Pledge can do.
Great, thanks so much. Thank you, Art, for having me today. And like Art said, we have a lot of tools that our organizations can use. Just to give you kind of a bit of background about who Click and Pledge is, our focus is software for fundraising for nonprofit organizations. We have been around since the year 2000, so we're one of the older software providers for online fundraising around. And quite a few years back, we decided that we were going to offer our integration with Salesforce. It certainly made sense. We had customers that were using Salesforce, and through the Salesforce Foundation, being able to provide integration with our fundraising tools with Salesforce, it just certainly made sense. So we've been very excited with that partnership. So with Click and Pledge, we're going to be talking about event management today. But basically what our goal is to provide solutions for any fundraising needs. So if that is for accepting simple donations on your site, for accepting payments through your smartphone, whether that is peer-to-peer fundraising, we can provide fundraising support for all of those different platforms. And what's nice about it, any transaction that occurs through Click and Pledge can automatically be posted to Salesforce. So you have that great convenience factor for your organization that you can have all of your information automatically posted to Salesforce, and it's a great time saver for the staff members of any organization. The backbone of the system is payment processing. So we do provide, when somebody signs up with Click and Pledge, they're going to be getting Click and Pledge's software. They also get a powerful payment processor as well. So Click and Pledge, we work with, it's formerly known as Transfers, but they're now called TSYS, and they do the payment processing. So that allows customers to be able to transact any credit cards, debit cards. They can also do e-checks. So if somebody wants to make a donation from their checking or their savings account, they can do that. Because of the volume of processing that we do, we are PCI Level 1 compliant. PCI stands for Payment Card Industry, and basically that means that we adhere to the highest level of Internet security standards, which is oh so important these days. Sadly, we hear a lot of news about organizations being hacked, and we do provide the highest level of security for our nonprofit customers. It also provides quick payment because these are with a merchant bank account. It is direct deposit into our customers' bank accounts. Customers can do recurring payments, and receipts are sent out in real time to both the organization and to the supporters that have made donations or other types of payments. And what I wanted to do first is just give some examples of how customers are using event management. So again, we're going to be talking specifically about our event management product that Click and Pledge has. So this first example is from Vail Jazz. They use us for their tickets, selling their tickets. Now, event management, it can be done in a couple of different ways with our system. You have the choice of either creating your own template, so you can have your event page on its own web page, or you can also iframe it into your website. So that is the option that Veiled Jazz has chosen, that they are actually iframing the event management registration form on their page. So on this page, this little block here, this table style, this is actually Click and Pledge iframed into their site. So you can see that you can offer multiple levels of tickets, different pricing options. If you want to include like a lot of times with tickets, you have convenience fees and things like that. You can include additional fees along with the ticket price. You can also include different numbers of registrations with each event level. So for example, organizations that may use this for your high-end fundraisers where people might be buying a table of 10. You could include 10 registrations with one level purchase. So it does allow people to be able to choose a quantity. You can see in here that there's actually a time limit. So if you're concerned about inventory, you can make sure that you have a time limit for people to process the payment. You have the option of using discount coupons as well, just to kind of continue on to their form so you can just see that customer experience. Then you come to the area where someone can put in their payment information, and you can have fields that are mandatory in here. You can also see that you can add custom questions as well. So if you need to collect information, maybe that needs to be in drop-down boxes or check boxes, different formats, you can collect all that during the registration process as well. So that's one example of an organization that's using Click and Pledge for event processing. This next example, this is from World Affairs Council of Pittsburgh. They use this for their events as well. Now this particular page, this is on their website. Again, same sort of example, they're iframing the registration right into their own website. You can see in here they have a couple of different options. They do not offer any additional processing fees, and you can sign up for their events in here. So just another example of an organization using the event management application. This next one is Courage Worldwide. So this is a golf tournament that they're using us for. And you can see on their page, they have a couple of different options. They have a Register Now option, and then they also have a Become a Sponsor option. So with our event management system, you can actually create different sites for your event. So multiple sites for one event. And this is a good example of why you might want to use this. Now this particular example, they are actually using the template that we have provided in the system. So we have multiple templates and you can create your own template. But if you look at the link at the top, we use the secureforce.com pages for the website pages. So this is something that is, again, native to Salesforce. We take advantage of that. So each event can be on its own unique page. You can put in your details of your event. And then down here below, here is the table for the registration. They're using a few different options. You can see that they have multiple registrations included with some of their level options. You also have the option, if you want to provide more description to your different registration levels, you can do that as well. So again, just another example. So this is the registration for the tournament itself. But again, they've created a different sponsorship page. So again, why you might want to do that is that your branding or your language may be different when you're targeting a sponsor as opposed to somebody signing up for an event. But you probably want all that information to be collected within your one event as well. So this allows you to do that. You can create multiple registration sites, but keep it all a part of the same event. So you can see that for their sponsorship levels, the pricing is higher. And again, you can provide the description of what that registration level means to an organization signing up for it as well. So just to give you some examples of how our customers are using event management for their own purposes. So just to take a step back, our event management solution, it is hosted natively in Salesforce. It does give you the ability to create an unlimited number of events with the system. You can promote the event in different ways. We take advantage of the force.com pages, so each event can be on its own unique web page. Or if you wish and you want to have the event levels native, iframed into your website, you can do that as well. So that is your choice. You can also create multiple sites for one event, multiple web pages. And you can also, if you're an organization that does a lot of different events, you can even create a listing page so that you can have all of your events listed on one page. Let's say that you do a lot of concerts or things like that, and you need to have it all listed in one page. You can do that as well. So multiple ways that you can promote your events through the platform. One person can register multiple people for an event. Again, you're going to be accepting payments through the platform. It also does allow, this comes up a lot, organizations will have free events as well. You can use our platform for free events because there's no bank processing involved with that. Totally free for your organization to do that. There are pre-built reports in the system for your event, for your attendees and registrants. And then you can also do check-in and check-out for your event. So if you are thinking of doing conferences and you want to make sure that you're checking in and checking out people from different functions of your event, you can do that with our application as well. So the different registration types that are available with our application is you have the option of anonymous registration or named registration. So with anonymous registration, people are coming in and think of it as like buying tickets. I may want to buy 10 tickets for all of my friends, and the organization may not need to know the name of everyone that's going to be there. They're just trying to get a head count. So that could be a reason for an anonymous registration. You don't need to know the names of everyone that's attending. Only the pay name is required. Or you have the option of named registration. So for your high-end fundraisers or your conferences, things like that, it's going to collect that registrant information, the attendee information at the registration moment. So again, one person can register multiple people, but it will ask for people's name to be entered during that registration process. So when you're creating an event, you do need to decide which registration type are you going to choose for your event. Then the registration levels, for each event you would have to have at least one registration level, something for them to sign up for, but you can have an unlimited number of registration levels. So, I've seen everything from just one registration level to hundreds of different registration levels depending on the complexity of your event. Again, this is one of those solutions that you can keep it as simple, or you can, if you need to use a lot of additional features with your system, you can do that as well. You'll also see that, you have other options. If you want to have an inventory for your different levels, you can do that. If you want to make the ticket tax deductible, you can do that. If you want to add an option for people to make an additional donation to your organization, you have that flexibility to do that with our event management system. With the events, like I said before, showing you those different examples, you can simply iframe the table of your registration levels into your own page, or if you wish, you can create your own event template. We have templates that are available to you, but we also have a template builder. So if you want to customize that template for your page, you can do that with our system. You simply go into the template builder and you click on the sections that you want to add to your template. Typically what organizations do, if your branding is probably going to be similar from event to event to event, you create one custom template and then you use it over and over and over again for your different events. Also with the event pages, you have the options to add additional information. If you want it to be, say it's a conference and you want to add information about weather, driving directions. If you have YouTube videos that you want to promote on the page, things like that, you can add additional tabs to your registration table, and you can also add different widgets to your template as well. So that is an option for more customization of your pages. With event management, you can also do tickets and name badges. There's the auto-fill merge fields in there, so you can customize it however you need it to look. With our Salesforce integration, typically with any type of transaction, there's a receipt that goes out. We also have an additional tool that's a part of our integration with Salesforce called Autoresponder. So with Autoresponder, it allows you to send out emails based on the parameters that you choose. So if somebody comes in, they purchase a ticket, you can send out an auto-response email that's a receipt of your event. But also with Autoresponder, you can send out emails based on any conditions you have, and you can also delay those emails. So like for an event, if let's say you want to send an automatic email receipt, you can do that. But let's say that 2 weeks before the event, you want to send out driving directions. And 1 week before the event, you want to send out your sponsorship materials. A lot of times with events, you already have your communications laid out as to what information you want to send out. With Autoresponder, what can happen is when the transaction comes in, you can actually queue all of those auto-response emails to go out of the system. So it can, basically, when you're creating your event, you can create your whole communication package at the beginning of the event so that all those emails are sent out when you want them to be sent. And it's all triggered by the purchase of that particular event ticket. So, and that's a feature of Autoresponder, which obviously people will use this for donations or any other type of fundraising that an organization needs. With events, you can do check-in and check-out, as I mentioned before. We have a few different ways that you can do that. You can do check-in and check-out people right within Salesforce within our event management application, but we can also use our mobile phone application called Swiper One. Swiper One is available for both Android and Apple phones. So, again, sort of vision different volunteers standing at doors, checking in, checking out people from the event. You can have it set up so that multiple devices can be set up for that check-in and check-out feature. You can also do manual check-in and check-out. So if you wanted to create a QR code for individuals to check them in and out of events on their own, they can do that as well. And again, you can have this all sync with Salesforce. Just to let you know, I know that this is kind of a brief overview of our event management system. We also offer webinars where we do a little bit of a deeper dive of all of our products as well. And actually tomorrow we are giving our Salesforce integration webinar as well. So you're welcome to come to that. We'll actually give you a tour around Salesforce so you can see what the actual application looks like. So you're more than welcome to attend one of our webinars as well if you want to get that behind the scenes view of the application. And I would say, if you have any more questions for us, you're welcome to, follow us on any of our social media channels and also come to our website to learn more about us as well. And again, that basically wraps up my presentation of event management. Again, this is just one of the tools that Click and Pledge has to offer. But again, this is a particular application that is available to all Click and Pledge customers, and it is native to Salesforce.
Susan, thank you so much for that great overview on the event management tool. I could definitely see how our customers can leverage that for a lot of their annual events and galas and other activities that they're engaged in. So thank you for coming. Thanks for being a great partner of Hands-On Connect. We really value and appreciate the partnership and the work of Click and Pledge to extend Hands-On Connect from the volunteer engagement solution to being able to help our customers with donations and now event management. I know that we're very excited. We've integrated the Click and Pledge tool into our advanced registration. So when volunteers are signing up, they can be asked to to make a donation, and that's leveraging the Click and Pledge API. So we're excited to continue to partner with you guys to help our customers. We hope that our customers will also join us this Thursday. We will be doing a tour on Salesforce formulas and roll-up fields to give you guys some insight on how you can extend the product to capture information that you may want for accounts for your households, not to look at things beyond just donations, but looking at volunteer hours for households for customers using the Nonprofit Success Pack, and also looking to create a formula on the occurrence records for percentage filled instead of just looking at the number of slots filled. So some exciting things to help you expand Salesforce this Thursday at 12:30 Eastern. And of course, this session, as well as all of our sessions, are recorded and available through our Hands-On Connect channel. You can access them through our website at handsonconnect.org. We have previous Click and Pledge on their peer-to-peer social fundraising. We also have campaigns and lots of other great information there, so I encourage you to check them out. And if you ever want to learn more about Click and Pledge, any of our Connect Exchange partners, or any other information, don't hesitate to reach out. We can definitely help connect you with the right folks and help you expand your organization's impact. So thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you at the next Connect Exchange or Connect University session.